Hi, welcome to Lipstick Life Lessons and Unfiltered Answers. I am Jess. Hi, how are you guys? Welcome back. We are doing finally episode 3. So excited. So today we're going to talk about the age gap of having children. I am married with 3 boys. I have a 12-year-old, almost 13 in a couple of months. Then I have a 3-year-old, almost 4. And I have a 1-year-old that will be 2 in like 2 more months. So it's exciting. Oh my gosh. So where do I start? The age gap is, I guess, well, first of all, it was not a surprise. My husband and I were trying to have our second child. And it took some time for us to get pregnant. And when it finally happened, it was literally the last month that I was like, that's it. I'm done trying. We're meant to only have 1 son. We're meant to have 1 child. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. So we're done. Factory closed. And literally that month, I found out I was pregnant. I remember I had little shoes that I surprised them with little shoes. And I got my son a little shirt. And it was really cute because he went wild. He literally jumped and ran all over the living room. He was so happy to be a big brother. It was the cutest thing ever. My first pregnancy was great, right? With my first. I would forget I was pregnant most of the time because I've always been really thin and I was just had a big stomach. And I didn't even get morning sickness. Like nothing, literally. Like I would forget I was pregnant. The only thing that I felt was difficult when I had my first is when I gave labor. Labor sucked. Obviously, you're scared because it's all new to you. You don't really know what's going on. We go to the hospital and right away they give me the epidural, thank the Lord, right? And I did fine through all that. We went in the middle of the night, didn't have my baby till the next day in the morning. And that was the hard part. I remember pushing and nothing. And I got a fever from trying so hard. It was like the scariest thing ever. And I remember hearing, oh, the fever is going to go to the baby, blah, blah, blah. And, you're just so scared for that you don't even know what to do. And I'm like, I have to push harder. I have to do this because if I don't, then what's going to happen to my baby, right? Luckily, everything turned okay. The baby was just warm when he was out. Obviously, that makes sense, right? He's a little inside my insides. But he was fine. I was fine. We were fine. That's the one thing that was really hard when I had my first. The age gap in between to us was a blessing because we didn't think we were going to have any more kids. And, I really wanted another child, so it was okay. I don't think there was a big difference. Pregnancy was fine too. I felt like I was the same. I didn't gain a lot. I mean, I gained a little, like who doesn't gain any weight, right? And labor was probably my easiest. It did take longer to give me the epidural. I think I just had one of those sucky nurses, but it all turned out well. It all turned out good. I ended up getting the epidural and had the baby and bam. Great thing about it, I mean, my son was there the whole time. He was asleep while I was having the baby, and fortunately he woke up to his little baby brother, and that was really cute. He was happy. He'd want to sleep with him all the time. He wanted to hold his hand. He wanted to just be, right? The first couple of months when he's a baby, he was in love. This is my baby brother, and he was so proud. Now, little did we know, a couple of months later, we get pregnant again. My 2 youngest are 18 months apart. And I remember taking the pregnancy test and being like, what the fuck? Is this real? I took 2. I was like, this can't be real. How am I pregnant again? I still have a little baby. Oh my gosh. It was just crazy. I'm speechless. I literally was so scared to have another child. I was like, I can't have another child. I barely have time as it is, right? I was so surprised when I found that I was pregnant. And obviously, I told my husband. I don't remember his reaction. I'm assuming he was super crazy surprised too. It was just wild, right? We didn't think we were having another baby. And there you go. We had another baby. My son was like, oh, at the beginning, I think he was happy. He's a great big brother. But then I was like, look at how blessed you are. You wanted one brother. Now you got two. Now that pregnancy was the same. I had pretty easy pregnancies. Obviously, you do feel a lot more pressure when it's your third child. Down below, your hoo-ha feels like it's about to explode. So I'm not sure if that's something I ever look forward to. That's the worst thing I feel when you're pregnant, when you just feel so swollen and weird and yucky and so people that say, oh, pregnancies are so easy, it's like whatever. It is not for all of us. But other than that, I had a great pregnancy. No morning sickness, easy going, great, right? When I had him, labor was a little tougher because it took them so long to give me the epidural. They must have given me the epidural maybe 10, 15 minutes before I pushed that little baby out, because the guy was busy with an emergency C-section and he needed to be there. So I had to wait so long. I remember feeling all the pain. And what's crazy is my poor husband was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm obviously not okay. So when you're like in pain and you're just like, don't even talk to me. Get the fuck out of like, you're just in such like a bitchy mood because, that pain, like you just feel it. Oh, it's horrible. I hated it. I felt like I did the whole labor. I'm lying, right? I didn't push him out without the epidural. I would have died because I almost felt like I was going to die, feeling all that pain. Eventually, he came, saved the day, went right into my back, put that big-ass needle in me. I took it like a champ all 3 times. And then I pushed my baby out. And what's crazy about it, he had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, which is really scary. So thank God, he was out. Nothing else crazy happened. The age gap is a little crazy. I do agree, because you start all over, right? You start all over. And you feel like your body, you're fine. Like after my body was perfect. Like I was working out, I was taking care of myself. I finally had time to take care of myself. And there you go. You have to do it again. You have to take care of yourself. I didn't get any different emotions except with my middle child, which I guess it explains because he's a very emotional child. There's one thing though. I don't stop working when I'm in labor. Okay. I literally have my work phone with me. I push the damn kid out and I go back to work. I'm working during the process. Like I don't stop working, okay? So I remember after the baby having all this stuff to deal with and you're already not sleeping, you have a newborn and it's been 10 years since you had a newborn and you have a child you have to take to school and you have a child that still needs you. And that was really hard. I remember all these emotions coming in and me breaking down. Me feeling like I couldn't do it. Me feeling like, what is happening? I'm missing cleanings I have to put for my Airbnbs. I'm missing clients' calls. My life, a mess. And I remember having all these crazy emotions. And like the bad bitch I am, I was slapped myself. Just kidding. I didn't slap myself. But I was like, okay, it's okay. You just had a baby. We're going to work through this. We got this, right? I was very fortunate to have a friend that cooked for me. So that was very, very nice. Even with my first child, my neighbor that I barely knew bought me this big ass lasagna, which was great because you do really survive off that, right? Now it's a little easier because you can just Uber, drive stuff, DoorDash, whatever, right? And that makes it a lot easier. It's nice when you have people cook for you because it's really nice to eat homemade food. But at the same time, you will survive because you can always just on your phone and done. I think that was a big emotion that I didn't experience with any of my other children. It was just so much. so much. I don't know if it was the hormones. And I'm the type that likes to cry a lot. I don't cry very often, I try not to. I'm not very sentimental, some might say. I am. I have a heart, whatever. But it really freaking broke me down, broke me to pieces. I felt like a failure. I felt like I couldn't handle it. And it was just like a one day breakdown, and then I was fine, right? But I did not experience that with any of my other children. So that was a little weird. I felt, I guess, the difference between the age gap before. I was so much younger, right? I think I was like 28 when I had my first. So much younger. Our business had just started. We weren't as busy. I had more time. I bring him into the office. I only had one child to take care of. That was a piece of cake for me. I was mother of the year every freaking year. At least I felt like it, right? I could do it all on my own, and I would do it again. And the difference now, when my second child, I still was able to handle stuff, other than that one time I broke down. And it was literally like my son was still like 2 days, born or whatever. I still felt like I can handle it. I still went to work. I still did things. I was fine. But when my third child came in, oh my gosh, I felt like, am I doing this? I had so many questions for myself. Like, am I going to love them all the same? Am I going to be able to show them all the same love? I worried about it. I worried about not being able to show my kids how much I love them, for my kids to know how much I love them, for my kids to feel individually loved by their mother, to be able to have that one-on-one time with them. And I worried so much. I still do. Actually, me and my oldest are going on a road trip back home together, that one-on-one with him. And sometimes when the other one's napping with my husband, I'll be like, I'm going to take Jesse and I'm going to take him to the aquarium and I'll take him with me. Jesse is, a little difficult sometimes. Most of the time he's going in that age where he's just like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's grumpy. He's so many emotions. He's grumpy. He's happy. He's sad. He's broken. He can't walk. Oh my God. That boy is full of emotions. And I really like doing that one-on-one. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, Jesse, I brought the difficult child. Axel, oh, he's the cutest, sweetest little boy. And I try to do one-on-one with him too. He really likes the pool time. So we do pool time a lot, just me and him. Jesse doesn't care for the pool, and my oldest doesn't either. And Jesse is very good where he can hang out inside the house with the older brother, and I can hang out in the pool with my son. So that's really nice. I leave the door open in case they want to come out in and out and so on. So I do try to do that one-on-one bond with each and one of them. But that's the hardest thing, I think, for me when I was pregnant. Like, I just always question it. Am I going to be strong enough to be there for all of them? Am I going to have time to be there? Are they going to notice if I love one or the other more? Like, I would be scared. That's so funny. I was scared to not love my children enough. That was my biggest fear. But like the badass I am, once again, I think I'm handling it okay. I help my husband run his business, a construction company. I do, accounting stuff, all the fun, nerdy shit. And then we also have a couple of rentals that we run together. So I help with that too. I'm the one that does, again, all the numbers, all the accounting, all the rents, and I'll pay all the mortgages and all that fun invoicing and whatever. And I also have a little small cleaning company on my own too that I also run on my own. That I do on my own. And then I have my cleaners that obviously are a blessing that, clean the properties and stuff, and I am very thankful for them because they also are a blessing at my house and they can come and help me clean whenever I need it. So then I also do that. And now I'm doing this. I'm doing the podcast. So, I do a lot, and then I handle my 2 crazy children and my almost teen. He'll be a teenager in October. Lord, be with me and help me get all the patience I need with all these 3 kids. But I'm doing it, and I think it's okay. The gap is kind of nice because my oldest gets to help. The gap kind of sucks when you gotta start all over on your body. As for me, at least, everyone's different, right? And my freedom, like sometimes my friends are like, oh, let's go for lunch. And I'm like, yeah, I need like a week in advance to plan it out. I need to get a sitter. I need to make sure my husband's home if I can't have a sitter. There's a lot, right, to it. And that's something that really sucks. I cannot just up and go. And it's okay, because I know it's only like for a little bit, and I do want to enjoy them as much as I can, but a girl needs her break. And I do try to do girls trips once a year. If I am blessed, if I can do twice a year, oh my gosh, I'd be the happiest person. And I just need to do that for myself because, first of all, I love traveling. I travel a lot with my children. And when I do travel with my children, it's tiring. And it's okay. I'm fine traveling with my kids. I want to bring them. I've taken them to Barcelona. I've taken 2 of them to Japan. Like, I literally travel outside the country with my children. We just did a trip to New Jersey, Ocean City, which is beautiful, by the way. If you've never been, you should. And by the way, bring your own alcohol because you're not going to find any in the stores. And with kids, you need it. Oh my God, I had not one alcohol drink when I was there. Well, I had one because we ended up leaving the city and then went to eat, and I was able to have 2 margaritas, and it was really nice. I traveled with all 3 of them, and it's tough. Well, luckily I have my husband too, right? So he's very helpful. But it is tough. Even the two of us and my friend that was there, God bless her, and her husband, they're also very helpful when we come over. We like destroy their peace. And they're also very helpful. And it's like 4 of us with, they have a daughter the same age as my son. So it's them 2 that are like, 12? And my 2 little ones. And that's like enough. It's like a child per parent, please, because it is tough. I do enjoy bringing them with. I love having my children around. But the thing is, I need to travel on my own too because I don't get to shop when I travel with my kids. They have no patience. We try going to some stores and forget about it. I can't even be comfortable shopping. And I love to shop when I'm out of the state, out of the country. I like to buy things that I can't get anywhere else, right? And I can't do that with my kids. I can't even enjoy a nice dinner with my kids sometimes, right? And sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot. It's whatever mood they are. And when I travel with my kids, I'm on their freaking schedule. I'm on whatever they want to do. If they don't want to wake up till 3 in the afternoon, guess what? We're staying until 3 in the afternoon because it is really sucky to get a very grumpy kid while you're traveling. But luckily for me, I have my 10-year-old. 10-year-old, oh, he's going to kill me when he hears that I have my 12-year-old. That is very helpful. The 10-year gap, my hips all over the place. It's nice. It's nice to have him being helpful. And like I said, other than that, like the only downside is not being able to have it as easy, I guess, really. Then all of a sudden you go to dinner and you have a toddler you have to deal with. It's not as easy. You can enjoy it, but it's not as easy. That's the only downside of having kids all over again. It's like you got to go do it again. You got to start over. But we really wanted a child. And honestly, as surprised as I was to have my 3rd child, I am so blessed. I was so happy about it. I really wish I would have had more kids closer to my oldest, which is probably not a good thing because kids are so expensive, right? And if I would have had more kids, who knows how many kids I would have had, because I have 3 boys. And then who knows, maybe I would have wanted to try for a girl. And maybe I would have had more. I have no idea. I love being a mom, and as hard as it is, I love it. I would not change that thing for nothing. And I would have more if I would have been younger. I had my last one at 38 maybe? And I couldn't imagine having another one now. Like, that's not an option. My poor body, no way. My insanity, forget about my body if my brain is in there. I would not have any more kids. I'm happy with the 3 I have. If I was younger, for sure, give me 1 more, give me 2. My husband probably would not think the same, but I would. Now, one positive thing about having the 2 little ones close together is that my husband is a lot more involved. He probably felt sorry for me and he's like, oh shit, let me help her. So he's a lot more on top of things compared with my first. My first, I could handle it on my own, right? I had him concentrate more on work and whatever he needed to do, right? But with my 2 little ones, having them so close together, it's nice to have him around, I couldn't imagine being a single mom. I mean, I know I could do it because like I said, I'm a badass, but my husband's probably like, whatever. But it is really nice to have him around, and he helps, with feeding. Sometimes I'm tired of always cooking, so sometimes he'll make them like a little soup or whatever, but he'll feed them or put them to sleep and, keep them for a little bit. My kid rotates in between mom and dad, and it's just kind of nice. If I want to go and have a drink with girlfriends, I can just leave the kids with my husband, and who better to leave them with my husband? That's their dad, and he's able to handle them, Anything with my oldest, I was scared that he wasn't able to handle so much because, we're still kind of young. In my eyes, we were young. We're 28. And I don't think either one of us felt like we were ready for having kids, even though I feel like I was born ready to have kids. I don't think we really were, right? And it's something that just came at us, and it was fine. We made it happen. But I feel like I was able to handle it too. So, and now I'm like, I'd rather him help me. Even if I can or cannot handle it, I'd rather have him help me because it's tiring. It's so much work. They're little freaking crazy little ass kids, man. And that is one positive thing happened from our marriage. I think we even became closer than we were. I think it kind of reunited us again, I think with my son being so old, he was 10 before we had our little ones. I think we kind of were already able to I'm going to go do this, and I'm going to go do that. And we were able to do things on our own, the same with us together or whatever. But now, I feel like we're kind of always together. Sometimes I'd rather not go by myself because I'd rather have help, so my husband has to come. So I feel like that's kind of a blessing. It kind of did united us a little more again, all over the place. And I feel like we even have an even healthier relationship now than when we had before we had the two little ones. And thank God, right? Because sometimes people have kids and it gets worse. I think our relationship got a little better. So for that, I am blessed and very thankful for. What else do you guys want to know? I think the one thing I worry about now is my kids not being as close, right? The little ones, I'm sure they're going to be close. They're going to grow up together. Even though they're always fighting and making each other cry, they're obligated to be close. For example, my first one started school at 2.5, I think. He was 2.5, almost 3. And he started school really young because he was an only child, because we wanted him to be around other kids. Compared to Jesse's already 3, and I don't even think I'm going to put him this year. I probably will wait till he turns 4 next year and then put him at school because he doesn't need to be around kids. He has his little brother. And if anything, sometimes it's easier for me because I do work from home for them to kind of entertain themselves. They don't always do it, but they will eventually. I'm hopeful. But they have each other, And sometimes I'm scared that my oldest is not as close to them, even though, I kind of obligate him sometimes to come and hang out with us. And then half times I regret it because then he's just making the other ones cry. But I feel like my son is so much older now, and then so many other things. He's usually talking to his friends on his computer, and he's with his friends on his computer, and he's with his friends on his computer, and he's with his friends on his computer. And obviously he goes to school and stuff, I'll be like, hey, hang out with your brothers for at least an hour. Go do something they want to do, And he's like, well, they come in my room and they destroy everything. And I'm like, I don't care. They're your brothers. You wanted a brother. You wanted a brother for so long. Enjoy them. You got that. And he'll be like, ugh, Mom, I wanted one brother. Can we return one of them? I didn't want both. And I was like, well, you got to. God loved you so much. He said, well, let's give him 2. But I'm glad because I tell him, dude, be happy. Because guess what? Mommy's not going to be here. And you're only going to have your brothers. Mom and dad are not always going to be here. And guess who you're going to have? You're going to have your brothers. And he's like, yeah, well, I would have won them sooner. I think he feels left out sometimes. He's so much older. So that kind of sucks. And maybe feels a little pressure because he's the oldest. He's a great big brother, and he defends his brothers a lot, and he's on top of his brothers without me even expecting it or telling him. But it makes me really happy that he does take that responsibility very high, because he should. They're his brothers and they're little, and that's the whole point of having a big brother, to take care of you. Not like my sister that used to beat me all the time. I'm not going to say her name, but she's 6 years older than me, so she knows who she is. She was mean. And that's not acceptable in my house, by the way. She would literally drag me on the floor and beat me. I remember. I do worry sometimes, about that, like the gap. But I think it's gonna be fine. I think I'll just have to keep obligating them to hang out. And we do a lot of family stuff together. So obviously they have to. We do travel a lot together. We do aquarium often because, Arizona is so freaking hot. So we do that. And when it's not hot, we try to go to the zoo and we'll do family stuff. We'll go cousin's house here and there when there's family events, So we try to keep them all together. I guess there's no bad or good time to have a kid, right? You'll figure it out. I mean, when we had Eddie, we were out of college. We were barely making it, and we made it happen, and everything turned out great. And when we had our other two, we had a lot more to share. We were better financially stable. We're still making it happen. Both of them, whether we had less money or we're fine, they're both all very spoiled. So I think when you love your children, you spoil them even when you barely have anything, That's like they become everything. And I think that's good. I mean, to a point, but that's another subject. I guess I don't regret having the gap. I mean, obviously I don't regret it if I wanted to get pregnant. And obviously I don't regret my other one being surprise. He is the sweetest little freaking chunker. He's so cute. They're all so cute. They all look as good looking as their mother and their father. They're really cute babies, all of them. They're all my babies. Even my almost 13-year-old is my baby. But no regrets. I'm not the type of person that has regrets. I just have lessons that I learned from. And I'm very happy the way my life has turned out. And I'm very happy that we were able to have our kids. So sometimes it just takes 10 years to have them, and it's okay. Sometimes it's not meant for you. There's a reason why I never had him earlier. There's a reason why I never got pregnant. And there's a reason why God gave me a child 10 years after my first child. And there's a reason why he decided to be like, here you go, bitch. Here's another one. And thank you, Lord. I am happy about your decisions. I love my children. I would do anything for them. Everyone that knows me knows that. And everyone that knows me knows how protected I can be with my children. But it's okay. I am their mother after all. If not me, who else will defend them? So if anyone's curious if they should or should not have kids, I think if you want to have one and your oldest is, 12, 13, 15, 10, 9, 8, whatever, who gives a fuck? You're the one that's going to be dealing with your kids. You're the one that's going to support them. You're the one that's going to be carrying them. Who cares? Have your children. Because when you have them, it's just so cute. They're so little and cute and lovable, and they love you so much. And the thing is that when your kids 10, 11, 12, 13, they don't show as much love, and it's nice to have it again. Even though sometimes you're like, leave me alone. Go away, please. I need to shower. Sometimes I'll hide in my closet. I have a walk-in closet, right? I have all this clothes. And then I'll hide behind the clothes. And my little one, Axel, always comes in the room, my 1 year. Mom, Mama. And I'm like, do not breathe. And sometimes he won't find me and he'll leave and then I'll come out. But then last time, my dumbass came out ahead of time and he looked at me and I was like, boo! And he's like, ha ha ha! He starts laughing, and now he goes and freaking looks for me in between the clothes. So there's no hiding from your children. Yeah, it's been a joy. As much as it's been crazy to have two little ones, it's nice to have an older brother that can help when needed. It's really, really nice. Sometimes it's as easy as get me a diaper, right? And you have that extra hand, and that's really, really nice to have that help. And obviously, I want them to always be close, so 3 of them, and that's my job to do that, and I will keep on trying. And I think I might be doing okay on making sure they all feel loved and heard, that I'm there and I'm there for them. So I really hope that my children are all happy with the mother they gained. I always try to be better than what I had around, right? I always try to think of well, my mom was not very lovey, so I try to always kiss and hug and bother my children. Even my oldest, he hates it, and I go and he gets so moody sometimes when I go and give him a big hug, and I just go and what do you want? I will sit in his room and I'm like, I just want to hang out. Mom, I'm on the phone. And he's always talking to this little friends. And I thought it was really funny last time when the little girl was like, are they still there? And I started laughing. I was like, we're here, bitch. Which I didn't say that. I was like, we ain't going nowhere. I laughed and gave him his privacy. But in my head, some other shit went down. Just kidding. But I thought it was funny because she was quiet the whole time waiting till we left his room. Little did she know that we were there for almost 30 minutes. Did not go anywhere. But that's the whole point of having a family, a lovable family, to bother each other. You know what I mean? If we can't bother each other, there's no love. We gotta annoy each other from time to time to show our love. But yes, I think, who cares? Who cares? If you're worried about the gap, who cares? Doesn't matter. Have your children. Have your children, because they are a gift from the Lord. They are a gift to us, and they're one of the biggest gifts, especially when they're young. That unconditional love is amazing. They love you so much, and they're just... you're their main person, And what bigger gift than to feel that empowered of being their main person, the one person that they love the most. That's us parents, And that's wonderful. I love that. I love to feel their love, their hugs, their kisses. They're so silly. So I said, do it. Do it. Who cares? But if someone was curious how much of a gap they would want to have in between their kids, I think I would probably say 4 or 5, maybe 5. I think it's perfect. One of them is already heading out to kinder. Then you have time to spend with the newborn, a little easier. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to say because I have a 10 gap. And then I have a little 18-month gap. And then I wouldn't know. Maybe it's harder to have a 5 gap. I doubt it, but maybe it is. The thing is, motherhood is hard no matter what. It's going to be hard if you have them young, and it's going to be hard if you have them older, because you're getting different experience with every child. And it depends on the situation you're also in. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're going to be okay. Having kids is such a freaking blessing. And if you want kids, who cares what the gap is? Who cares if it's 10, 7? I actually know a lot of friends that have big gaps. My friend Kat, that's actually going to be here next week for an episode and tell us her experience on her gap. On her gap. She has a probably almost similar gap, maybe even bigger. I think her son's older. Her oldest is way older than mine. And her middle child is probably around the same age as my son, maybe even older too. And I have another friend that also just had a baby, and she has older kids too. She got remarried. You're going to survive as long as you put your mind to it, So every story is different, and whether you have a gap and you're scared that it might be not too hard on you, or you're scared that your kids are not going to have a relationship with your youngest, they might not be as close at the beginning, but it's our part as parents to make sure that they do have a relationship. And I think if we're raising good kids, then it should be fine, you know? That's our job, right? Our job is to try to raise our kids as well as good people. That's what I tell everyone. My job is to make sure my kids are good people. They are good human beings. And I think you're gonna be okay. I know you're gonna be okay. The gap is nothing. Who cares? You're gonna be okay. Just do it. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed today and let us know what's interesting, what's fun. And we are gonna have some fun ones too, not just motherhood. There's a lot of stuff we need to talk about. But like I said, this is just the beginning and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Till next time.